Buku. I'm a Southern Soul chick.
Man, look at her, man.
Say, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Say, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. One day I was eating sweet potato pie. They ain't putting in work and she caught my eye. In the country, so you know your boy had to try. Where they be hunting, fishing, cooking, oh my. So I asked my homie, yo, who she be? He said the drinks cost money, but the honey is free. She don't play no games like a one-night stand. And if you get a phone number, you a heck of a man. That girl, holy boy, body right like a scripture. She cook like a mama, and she dance like a sister. Say what? See, I'm a bad trick and tell her who I am. Say, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. I'm one of the bad motherfuckers to ever do it. Solo shit. You wanna party with Sam? Hold up, she let me finish my claim. I know this bad motherfucker, every one of the same. Now enough about me, it's time to get to the bag. Now she rolling with this kid, to this day I'm glad that. So I asked my homie, yo, who she be? He said the drinks cost money, but the honey is free. She don't play no games like a one-night stand. And if you get a phone number, you a heck of a man. That girl, holy boy, body right like a scripture. She look like a mama, and she act like a sister. Say what? See, I'm a buy a drink and tell her who I am. Say, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. I'm one of the bad motherfuckers to ever do it. Solo shit. You wanna party with Sam? Hey, mama, come show me something.
Hey.
Make your boyfriend jealous.
Make it boyfriend.
Make your boyfriend jealous. Baby, her baby daddy getting jealous.
Baby daddy
Baby, her baby daddy getting jealous.
Oh, baby daddy gets lovely.
Guitar man, come on.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and we'd like to welcome you to Let's Talk Tuesday. We're glad to be back with you on this beautiful Tuesday. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous outside. If you had a chance to be out there, it was, I mean, just nice. I almost wanted to skip work, but I couldn't because they were doing my evaluation today. So
Yeah, it was cold as hell this morning.
What?
I mean, it was cold. It was like 30s.
oh, well, it warmed up relatively nicely.
It did.
It really did. You know, guys, we have to make sure that we pay these bills. You know, being injured is a serious thing, and sometimes, you never know how serious your injuries are. So you want to make sure that you are contacting an attorney that knows all about injury, personal injury accounts, and settlements and cases. And the G Law Firm is that account. If you've been injured and it's no fault of your own, you need to call the G Law Firm at 804-226-4111. Their attorneys have been involved in cases themselves where they've been injured, so they know what they expect. They know what the insurance company is going to do, and they're going to fight for you. We're talking about over 40 years of experience. So if you've been involved in an accident, and before you talk to the attorneys for the insurance companies or the adjusters, make sure you do a free consultation by going to glawfirm.com or call them to set up an appointment at 804-226-4111. All right, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, we there's been a lot going on. I mean, quite a bit. I want to thank you personally for coming out to the 100 Men of Color Black Tie Gala about 2 weeks ago. I've been hearing a lot of good compliments, and people were talking about how they really didn't know what to expect, and it was a great affair.
Yeah. I was impressed with, they had all you guys sitting, everybody was in order. So as your name scrolled through this huge screen, they didn't miss a beat. Everything was in order, so it was well put together.
Yeah.
Well put together there.
Shout out to June Archer and Mrs. and Mr. Munt for really organizing that, and the venue was great. Be up in the VIP and just, again to see everybody, dressed up and you don't see that every day. So that was a phenomenal event. So again, thank you, man, for
Yeah,
coming out.
it was a great event. Now I understand. I saw on the booklet it's getting ready to do 100 women.
Yes.
They're honoring 100 women. So that's going to be pretty cool this fall, I think.
Yeah. And so there are going to be some, I'm sure, going to be some nominees that you all are going to recognize. And so make sure that you pay close attention to the 100 Men Facebook page and go out there and nominate a deserving lady that's always in the community, always doing things. We got a lot of great women. And this Sunday, I think, was International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day.
Oh, it's coming up?
It was this past
Oh,
Sunday.
past Sunday.
Yeah. So there was a lot going on, quite a bit going on. So to all you ladies that hold us down and hold us up and hold our hands and everything else, thank you all so much for what you do.
Wow.
She said, well,
I didn't even know that.
yeah. So tonight we got some great topics. We're going to talk about the Black restaurant experience. We're going to talk about business because I've seen a lot of stuff lately in business that I'm like, people not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's just, and they're not understanding business. And then the final topic we're going to talk about tonight was a gentleman that had a daughter, and she was 5 years old, and he was going to get like a DNA test. Just wanted to see what was their background, this ancestry thing. And he found out that the 5-year-old was not his.
Oh,
so
trying to do the whole ancestry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And found out that she went from his tribe. And so he ended up, we're going to talk about that. Should he have, and this is what he did, he put the mama, his wife, and the baby out. And the question that we want to know from you all, should he have put the baby and the mama out of the house? So y'all stay tuned because it's gonna be juicy near the end. Yeah. Black restaurant experience.
And there's several in the city. There's definitely a lot in the city.
Yeah, I think it's going on all week long to the end of this week, I believe. And it started, it kicked off, Saturday?
Almost Saturday.
Hey, we're about to get started again. What is your experience and what do you know about the Black restaurant experience?
Well, have you had experience eating in the Black restaurant? Have you had this experience? Some, I've had some great experience eating.
All right.
And some. Okay. I'm not going to call any name of the ones I don't like.
All right.
I'm not even going to put you out. I'm just not. But I have some favorites because I eat weird, first of all. So just because that particular...
Trust that she does.
So just because that particular restaurant is not my favorite,
right,
doesn't mean it's not someone else's favorite. I'm just not going to put out one way or the other.
Okay.
Okay. But I will say the cabbage and the collard greens over at Jackie's restaurant in Laverne.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of the spots that we've been to and it was on point.
Let me tell you something. Yes. They're baked chicken. So I eat really weird and I eat plain.
Right.
But that daggone cabbage over there. Oh my God. Yeah.
And I wish that I thought about it early enough where we could have had maybe some of the restaurant owners to come in and talk about it. Kelly Lemon, who is one of the founders of the Black restaurant experience. Some of those people to come in and really give us some deep background about it. But I hear a lot of people talk about Mama J's. I've never been there personally. So, I am one of those ones that need to get out and start, patronizing some of our places. There's a new place down there, pizza place. We know you particular about your pizza is downtown called Black Olive, and it's African American owned, and they said that pizza is great.
Oh, wow. Okay, we need to check it out.
Yeah, Lily Pearls.
I've been there. Their
Okay.
food is good.
Yeah. And you had to
Yeah.
get there
Yeah.
early too.
Yeah, their food is good because they keep it private.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Yeah.
Their food is good too. But for some reason, I don't know why I'm stuck on Jackie's when it comes to the collard greens and the cabbage. I'm just so sorry. Across the board, that's why I prefer to go get that.
Okay. But you like what you like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That the buffet. You know, you go through there. The food is coming out hot. It's got nice.
Mhm.
It's not overly seasoned, but it's seasoned enough where you got some great flavor to it.
And one of the things that it's been consistent every time I go in
Uh-huh.
her employees, Colleen and Peppy's employees
Uh-huh.
there are always super kind. I've not seen not one attitude whatsoever. I don't care how tired or how late it was.
Oh,
You
right.
know, and I worked in there decorating and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, they stayed in there and they were working, and everybody has just super, their vibe in there was just amazing, and they appear to all get along. If they don't get along, I couldn't tell.
Right.
I just couldn't tell. So, I mean, and that's important when you're going somewhere and the service is
Yeah.
on point as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has experienced any bad service over it. I never have since I've been there. But you need to go check out them daggone cabinets and them collard greens. I love them.
And you're right. You know, you and I, we go out after the show and everything, and we, we've been fortunate to go to some places where the service is on point.
Mhm.
You know, one place, and we're not gonna call the name tonight because we're talking about, a different set of restaurants, but they automatically know what you want to drink and know what I want to drink. You know,
Soon we walk in.
yeah, and it's on the way to the
Yeah.
table. That
Yeah.
to me is, again, good
Mhm.
customer
Good
service.
customer service.
And if the food is good, oh man,
Yeah. And we normally get our same booth.
right?
You know what I'm saying? The doggone from the door to who our waiter is. We get the same person that wait on us. They already know. Don't
Mrs.
bring nobody
Knight.
over after our table.
That'll make me sing the song. Me and Mrs. Jones. This me and Mrs. Knight. we meet at the same cafe. That's too funny, man.
Too funny.
Oh, but and I understand that in Monroe Park they had a lot of us. The media really did a good job of showcasing this. They had a lot of great restaurants down there, well attended, and for it to be at Monroe Park, that was a lot of space through there. Real nice. Now, we got the page Richmond VA things to do, right? For 100,000 people members on that page. So we posted that information, really promoting the Black restaurant experience. So I had somebody that, it's always got to be one.
Here we go.
Got to be one.
Here we go with that.
So a European American dude.
You need to at least let me swallow it before you start saying something.
Yeah, European American guy came on there. He said, "Do you have a white restaurant experience that you promote, or is that not good enough or worthy enough?" And normally, I don't respond to things like that. I normally just ban those people from the group.
Right.
And truth be told,
Yeah. You need to go sit his ass down.
ask a stupid question,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get banned. So I said, you know what, sir, Tom, his name was Tom.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying you're making up a name for the guy.
His name was Tom.
Oh, okay.
So 'cause I want y'all to go on their page and find Tom. I said, Tom, if there was a a white restaurant experience, I said I would promote it. I sure will. I said, and let me go a step further, is the fact that there were some white people out there at the Black restaurant experience. And I said, I bet you can probably find at least one or two white-owned businesses that may have been out there because they love, some of them cook soul food and they love being in that environment. And I said, I tell you this also. I said, now, none of y'all don't say anything when I promote all of these white events on here, like Shamrock and all the other karaoke's and stuff like that. So I said, we are, equal opportunity promoting here. You know, so
Talking.
yeah, I didn't go off on them like I should have. I didn't, get ugly with them and everything. But it's that kind of stuff again is unnecessary. Because if you don't understand what the culture is about and why we have to sometimes have our, not trying to separate ourselves, but to showcase, all of the talent and the businesses that we have that are owned by black people.
Right.
So don't get offended. He's like, he came back. Well, I was just trying to understand why something is based on color and not on food. And I said, well, if you don't understand, then I don't have enough time right now to tell you.
I didn't explain this to you, dude.
Right, exactly. I was, I would go tell you, see, read your American history book, but they trying to eliminate a lot of that from our history books in terms of the stuff that black people have had to endure,
Right.
all the disadvantages that we've had to overcome,
Right.
even in the restaurant business. So yeah, it's a celebration. It really is. So I just think Sean got the answer because hopefully Tom inbox me again if you want a whole history lesson on that one.
I'm not gonna tell you, history lessons. Pick up a damn book. Tom.
Tom.
Pick the book up, read.
Yeah. So go out and support your favorite black-owned restaurant and business per se. Now, I'm trying to think of the one that just opened in Stony Point. And Southern Kitchen.
Southern Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Southern Kitchen been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So they got a new location up there. I only went to the grand opening. I haven't been back to have a full course meal yet, so I'm looking forward to go there. There's a Jamaican spot, my Jamaican, that's on Sims, near Sims and Coordinate. I know the owners there. They got some great Jamaican food. So if you're into Jamaican food, go there.
What's the African lady name?
Karina?
No,
Uh-huh.
it's all African food,
Okay.
and she normally does a buffet. She's downtown in a downtown kind of sort of area.
Okay. Anybody know that?
Mamusas? Is
Oh.
the watching here, Tom?
I think that's right. Mimosa?
Is this? I'm sure I'm not saying it.
No, you just said it. It's
Yeah.
mimosas. Yeah.
Their food now. That's another place that I like to go eat. And,
Okay.
Cavell Phillips turned me on to that one. But that's if you want to eat,
Right.
it's just that food, that
Okay.
kind of food. But everything's very healthy. She cooks everything very healthy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's very healthy. No fat and grease and none of that stuff in it for stuff.
Ooh, geez.
No pork. Just
You
none
make
of
me
that.
hungry.
I know. What black restaurant we gonna patronize tonight?
Hey,
But
y'all look out. Y'all just may see us and invite us. We'll come. We love to
Absolutely.
come and do the show from there, from your restaurant. If you got a business and you got it set up, you'd like for us to come out and do one of our shows, we'd be glad to. Y'all hit the AK up. She'll set it up.
absolutely.
Yep. That's that's what's going on. Again, it's throughout this entire week that you go out
Did
there.
you ever find out the restaurant that was on Midlothian behind the Waffle House in that house?
I don't know the name of it.
It's a weird name. It's a weird name, but I'm told the food is amazing. I haven't tried the food yet, but I'm told the food is amazing.
If you all know, please hit us up. Put it in the comments. here.
Behind the Waffle House, the very first Waffle House on Midlothian, and it's a
Right.
big house
I know what's there.
upstairs. I'm told you got to go upstairs.
We again, you can call us in with the number too. I mean, call us in with the number. Call the number 804-767-0491. Give us a call, and if you know of a restaurant that you'd like to promote that has excellent food, excellent service, tonight is the night to do that.
You got to go over and get them collard greens and them cabbage over at Jack's. That's all I'm saying.
Colleen, I didn't get my part of the check.
Mhm.
No, see,
She ain't writing no check for me. I'm a funny eater. And everybody who know me know I eat weird and I eat plain. And,
yes.
But her daggone cabbage. I mean, I was over there decorating, and I know people saying, well, you just saying it because you're decorating. That's not a true statement. I was decorating. I had to sit down. You know how you sit down because everybody was
Right.
just, I mean, I said, damn. I was like,
And that's something you don't do very often. You don't sit down long enough to eat.
I don't.
Yeah.
But those doggone, even I was just really hungry that night. But that cabbage and collard greens off the chain.
And everybody can't cook cabbage and collard greens. So for you to compliment them, that's big because you don't like a lot.
And I saw them cutting the collard greens up.
Okay.
You know, they were
Right.
out and they was like, as you call it, this ain't no can, nothing.
So when
Her stuff was fresh, came in.
glory greens.
I witnessed that myself. So
Okay.
they can't. Nobody said her stuff was coming out of a can. Not true statement.
And that's a lot of preparation,
Yes.
to do that.
She had a team of people in there working, and they was just a vibe.
Right.
And I know they was tired.
Yep.
But hell, we didn't leave out there till 2 a.m. And I know they was tired.
And for it to be consistent,
It was consistent.
that's a key because sometimes
Mhm.
some people places can be hit and miss
Mhm.
with it, but when you got a consistency in your food, oh man.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why
Sometimes you go back to some of the restaurants and it's
Oh,
not the same.
AK, yes, you're right.
Yeah. And there's a little young girl off of Forest Hill. And I think the name of the restaurant is Route 66 or Route.
Oh yeah, back down in the cut down
Yes.
there, right by the sheet.
This is a young Black girl. Y'all need to check her out too. You need to go and patronize this girl.
Man,
Very, very kind. Very kind.
those grits, I'm telling you, I've been there.
Oh, you've been in there.
Been
Okay.
there. Those grits are on point, and the morning, I call them morning potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're good. I didn't have anything that I did not like.
Yep.
Oh,
It's off of Forest Hill. She's back in the cut in that little shopping center, like
right,
before you cross the street from the food line.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
If you really look for a landmark now, look for the sheets because it's a brand new sheets in the
Mhm.
parking lot there,
Mhm.
and she's almost the last.
She is the last
building.
building. She's
Yep.
the last one on that block.
Yep, on the right
On
hand
the right
side.
hand side. Yep.
We've done that.
Yep.
Well,
And the breakfast, I've only gone for breakfast. I haven't had lunch or dinner in there yet.
right.
'Cause I always go. Me and my cousin, we'll go to several places, and that's one of the places that he's my Saturday date, Sunday morning date. My
She
cousin,
be dating around.
my damn cousin. I always say I'm going to my date with my cousin, and so we eat breakfast on Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and that's one of the places that we go. But the portion of her food, her breakfast, is way more than you
Yeah.
expect.
It is.
It is. It's a great portion for the money, and it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. So go patronize. This is a young girl.
She's
a young girl. A young owner. And I think people just don't know who the owner is when they walk in.
No,
But
because
she's a young Black girl.
I forgot about that was African American owned because when I went there,
Mm-hmm.
her servers are a
Mhm.
particular persuasion, and so you would think that okay, this is their restaurant, but to find out, and they did a feature on her. Last year they talked about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Yeah.
y'all tune in. You gonna get some education here. That's for sure. We got to start doing that. Go out somewhere and we go live and let people know where we are.
We do that.
Absolutely, do a little PSA. So again,
Especially in the places we like.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just
You
saying.
name a couple that I ain't going to.
Oh, okay.
I ain't talking about it either. I'm not trying to talk.
I'm not. Look, we're not
Because
going.
if you love them, go. I'm just telling you where some good food at. That's all I'm saying. And I'm a picky eater.
Yes, she is.
Extremely.
But one place, and this has nothing to do with Black restaurant experience, but since they raised the price of their eggs, I hadn't been back this. we ain't gonna call Waffle House next.
They went up like 50 to the egg.
Yeah, 50 to the egg. That make a brother want to bring his own eggs in there. Like, how much y'all charge me for scrambling my eggs? That is so. And a couple of places are doing that now, but
Mhm.
hey, after a while we have to start bringing our own bacon and everything else.
Yeah.
But it's sad. Oh, that's
Right. Between service, the vibe,
Yeah.
in restaurant. I don't care if you walk in what restaurant you walk in.
Right.
But when you walk into your own, a Black owned restaurant, we expect a certain vibe, and there are a lot out here that have very pleasant waitresses and waiters,
Yeah.
and then I know some owners that is snobbish as hell.
right.
I ain't got to give you a nickel.
That's a turn off.
That.
That's a turn off.
Because when you come in and the owner is being a snob, you know what I'm saying? Who the hell think you'll patronize you? You got to understand, customer service means a lot.
Yep.
And I tip on customer service. I do not tip on what my bill is. And I know a lot of people look at their bill and say, oh, this percentage is so and so. So I literally tip on service.
Yep.
That's me.
That's what we do. Ask anybody that's waiting on us. We look at, there's been some people around here, we probably put your kids through college.
I know, right?
Tip and everything.
We be tipping, right?
Yeah. So, but I want to. It's not a restaurant, but it's a good food business. Again, I gotta give a shout out to the food lady, because when you go in there,
baby.
and I'm big on cleanliness, organization.
It's such a cute place.
Yeah. It's
her
inviting.
Fruit place, when they go get her fruit and her smoothies. Oh my God. Yeah.
So you tried the detox stuff too.
I tried that.
Uh-huh.
Y'all, let me tell y'all about that.
Okay.
Just go get some.
just
Just go get some, okay?
Just try it for yourself.
Go try it for yourself. Go get some. But her
Uh,
fruit is amazing. Her fruit is amazing. I have somebody who comes in town once on Blue Moon. And when I tell you, I have to go and get this fruit every time this person shows up.
Really?
I have to go get the fruit from her.
see, that's
I
so
have to.
special.
So,
That is a
but yeah, her place is amazing. It's super cute off of Midlothian. Go out and see the fruit lady. That was her first love. I think that's how she started business.
yeah.
That was her first love. And her and I was having a conversation one day. And but she also has a venue. She has a rental place. She has
Yeah.
a cleaning company.
Yeah.
So when I tell you Shamika out here doing her thing, because don't
Absolutely.
nobody be hating on my girl. She out here doing her thing. And so proud of her.
And we shouldn't be hating. That's
That's
a
a
good
lot.
segue.
You got somebody with 2, 3 multiple streams of income, and you'd be surprised how the claws come out and they grinning in your face, but they really behind your back hating because you're doing something they're not doing, instead
Right.
of just trying to celebrate everybody. Because I'm telling you, what God really has for you is only going to be for you.
You better say
He
that.
is not going to write a check to you that's meant for me.
Hello.
In the opposite way around, He's not going to do that. That is not how this game work out here. It's not. And the pie is so big for everybody to get a slice.
Right.
Because there's a whole lot of venues out here. I know a whole lot of event planners that I'm friends with. We trade off with. They come in here and decorate. I throw their daggone decoration right on my page.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them who did it.
Right.
It's no you. I'm not taking nobody's credit for nothing that anybody has done. I'm just not going to do it.
No.
Because a lot of us are friends. Like
Yeah.
Shamika and I, we're friends. Marquetta and I, we're friends. We are planners.
Right.
Tina, my Jamaican friend. I mean, we're friends and we're all in the same business.
See,
We're all in the same business.
and that again, one helps. One hand washes the other.
Absolutely.
You never know. You all may get this huge event and everybody collaborate. That's what you look at. I was talking to, speaking of the men of color, I met his name. Well, Mike Street was there. Everybody knows Mike Street from 106.5. And then there's another, they call him Big Mike. And he's like, man, I finally got a chance to meet you. And I'm like, what? You on, local station here, ESPN, like that?
Mhm.
He said, man, when I first got to Richmond, I asked people, I said, who is the, like the internet person to look at or to be in contact with? He said, everybody was saying Cruz. He's like, and he said, I finally get a chance to meet you. I'm like, I'm thinking it's an honor to meet him as well.
Right.
So,
Right.
And like you said, we're all trying to come up. We're all trying to make our business great. And it should be in the hate, man. But to your point, there's some hating people out here.
Yeah.
You all do a fantastic job of decorating for in this restaurant. I don't know if we want to call that restaurant's name or not, but people have birthday parties or and anniversaries and things like that.
Mhm.
And again, you all are bringing an element to that particular restaurant that they hadn't had before.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
now it's like everybody wants to do it.
Yeah. I got a phone call today, matter of fact. Like how much it is to decorate that whole section to how much it is just to decorate a table.
Wow.
So yeah, I got a phone call today.
But again, you do a phenomenal job. And then again, you're meticulous with it. You just don't throw anything up in there, because a lot of people run in there and grab some
Be quiet.
Dollar General
Be quiet. Be
Get
quiet.
some Dollar General tablecloths and just throw them on there with
I did not say that.
a
I didn't
couple of
say it.
balloons and that little centerpiece and call it a day. And we'll charge people like they bringing in chandeliers and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, really? Come on, man.
Terrible. You terrible. And thank God for Cherry, because Cherry's my sidekick. She be rolling with me. She be rolling with me with places. You know, we were just in Virginia Beach with the bride, you know, going over because of the wedding in July. We're gonna be hopefully doing on the water.
Right.
You know, she's getting married, you know, right on the waterfront. And in June. And Cherry was with me. Cherry be hanging in there. I appreciate she's hanging in there with me.
That's because y'all now are kindred spirits and you all are both
Mhm.
super meticulous and anal about the stuff that you all put out.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't look good, if
Yeah.
it doesn't have the right angle to it,
Yeah.
and I've seen you look at something like, I don't know, I don't like that, you know.
Yep.
Y'all do that.
Yeah.
The lay that she made
Oh, it's amazing.
Sunday, somebody hit I should post it on the group page. Somebody hit her up already
Mhm.
for it. So she's
Mhm.
got a couple hit from that. And
Yeah.
so if you got somebody good to work with,
Yeah.
form a nice partnership, a nice collaboration, because everybody can eat.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Cherry and I, we get along very well. And me and your wife, we get along very
Y'all
well.
get on my nerves though.
Well, whatever. Get over it.
Y'all touch on my nerves.
I know we do, but it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, have to come here, have to deal with you, have to go home, have to deal with us. Like, can I get a break?
Oh my
No, but
God, you be okay.
they're good. They're good people. But I want to talk about when you order something and you set, your price, you discuss the arrangements, people fulfill your part of the bargain because the person providing the service, they depend on you to be, do what you say you're gonna do because you depended on them to do their part. They do their part. Don't come up there with some excuses, talking about why this didn't happen, why you don't have all your funds. You need to have all your funds in the beginning
In the beginning,
and make sure.
put your money up front.
Yeah, because that's what's going to happen is people that normally would do stuff and say, okay, don't require a deposit because of the shenanigans and the way people jip people. You're going to see more and more businesses asking for deposits or a larger percentage because, you invest your money into that. If you have to go out and get some material or your time, we ain't talking about the time. Because, man, what did it take y'all about 3 hours sometimes to, just what you all did on Sunday? Was that about a 3 hour job?
It took about two.
Okay.
Maybe two and some change.
And then when you got to take it down.
And we had to take it down at the end of the night.
Yep.
Right.
People don't think about that, all of the manual labor that goes into these
they
things.
pay for convenience, and a lot of people don't realize because we're doing something you do not want to do.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
and it's time consuming. It can be time consuming.
Yeah. Because they can come right on in there. Everybody says, oh, it's so pretty, so lovely. And
And they don't know what we had to do to get it that way, right?
They sit on down,
right.
have their little fun, and then after that event over, guess what? Y'all got to clean it up.
This is what I do want to say to Black people. When you're going into Black restaurants, I know I'm flipping a little bit.
No.
When you're going into Black restaurants, don't sit there and eat damn near all the food, and now you got a damn complaint.
Oh,
Y'all need to cut that mess out.
yeah.
You can eat half your damn plate, and now you got a complaint. You asking for management and owners coming over trying to fix your shit, and you know damn well nothing wrong with the food in the beginning.
Yep.
Stop doing that, and we do that to ourselves a lot. We need to stop doing that.
Yep. Exactly.
Stop going into, especially Black restaurants. Don't do it in any restaurant when you know you ate the food. You ate half of it.
Yep.
Now you're complaining, and then you go, don't do that this week.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it. Restaurants, if y'all have somebody do that, call us. Let us know. We'll put them on
you
blast.
sit there and eat half the food, and all of a sudden now you got a problem with the food.
Let me say something else to our culture while we are over on the street here. Look, if you're going into a place, patronize the place. Don't get one beer and suck on it all night long.
Right.
Just hold that one beer, the flavor gone, fear's gone. and you still walking around there like you bowling on one beer. I was not calling y'all one beer ballers.
Well, what if
Okay.
I wanted to go out and I don't really have the money? The place is free coming in the door.
Okay.
Now it's a restaurant / lounge. They got the entertainment going. A DJ may be up there. I don't have no money to eat and drink. I don't have to do one or the other. What you supposed to do?
Man, you better
If I just want to get out the house.
You better find your appetizer and okay, we talked about this. All right, this is all
I'm
business.
just saying, some
Yeah.
folks think that way. I'm sure.
But if you know you don't have the resources to
I
go
just want to
out,
get out the house.
well, go to the park.
I don't want to go to the park.
Get your
It's
picnic
free to
line.
get in.
Okay.
There's a DJ there.
All right.
I may can have a drink. I may can afford a drink,
Okay.
but I just paid my rent. I can't do nothing.
But don't sit at the table because you're holding up somebody else. Then stand on the wall, go over there by the bar or something. Because you're taking up a whole
table,
seat.
right?
Yeah. There's somebody that may want to eat and let's go spend some money. Now they got to go somewhere else because you sitting in there with that one order of
I'm
wings
done.
and a beer. Yeah. But seriously, I'm with you. Some people can't afford it. They just want to get out. But stand over there by the bar. Stand over there by the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
take up a whole section.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be killing me,
You
man.
drink a half the day, I'm drinking, and all of a sudden something wrong with your drink.
Yeah, exactly. You know it wasn't nothing wrong. You're just trying to get the free drink. And we don't understand it. But that's a filter down or situation because sooner or later, if people continue to do that, it means they got to jack the prices up now to offset all of the liquor that they've given away because somebody, again, is trying to run a scam and everything.
And the other thing that bothers me, if you're sitting at my table with me,
Uh-oh.
what you not gonna do?
Okay, there we
What
go.
I can't stand. You know damn well you want ketchup, mustard, this and this. Why are you running that? And you know the place is packed.
Yeah,
Why would you run that daggone waitress or waiter like a freaking Hebrew slave? Why would
Right.
you run that person back and forth? You knew you ain't want no damn ice in your daggone water.
right.
Why are you running them? And you didn't think about this at the time. I understand you may forget something the first time,
Right.
but when it comes to that third and fourth time, you out of pocket.
And
To
then,
me, you out of pocket.
and then you got a problem with tipping. You done ran the person.
Exactly.
Yeah, they done sweated and not only are they taking care of your table, they got 10 other tables.
Mhm,
They trying to make sure, and if they miss something, then you got an attitude.
mhm.
I'm like you, get whatever you need to get.
Now we ain't gonna call no name. Well, I'm not gonna call no name, but I
Okay.
know we were out with 3 other people,
Uh-huh.
and we were at our restaurant. Then when we walk in, they know who we are.
Right.
All right. And they started complaining at the table for no damn reason. And we had, we literally had to say something like, first of all, let me tell you what you're not going to say to Joe. You're not going to talk to Joe any kind of way.
Right.
Not sitting here with us.
Yeah.
Because one, he ain't done nothing wrong and you been a jackass.
Well,
So the person that invited that person, I had to pull that person, tell that person, this person is not to ever come back and eat dinner with us. And I mean that.
yeah.
We're not ever, don't invite this damn person back
Mhm.
because it was so uncalled for,
Exactly.
so out of pocket. And then you sitting there not eating, ordered all the stuff and didn't eat, and then you want to run this person, then you want to start complaining. No, I want to hear none of that.
Right.
None of that. Not with our waiter.
Right.
Where we go, no, not happening.
And I want to go back to something you said earlier. It's made me think of something. The owners of a business, you set the tone when people come to your establishment. If you got a little funky attitude and everything, or
Mhm.
you act like you don't want to be there, and the people are coming in there, they paying your light bill. They're paying,
Exactly.
that Mercedes that you got paid outside of
Right.
your house and everything. What does it hurt to be? How you doing? How was the food?
Yep.
How was our service?
Yep.
Those are the things again that make people want to come back over and over again, tell other
Mhm.
people, and we good with that. We'll tell people, man, we had a wonderful experience, so and so place and everything. But on the same token, if you screw, I mean, that's what
I
I'm.
think, have we ever been somewhere where we just like, we ain't coming back? I don't know if we ever been.
We come close.
Yeah.
We came close one time, but we went back anyway.
Oh, I remember,
Yeah.
I remember that situation. Yeah, we can't tell that.
Yeah, we
can't
can't
leave that
tell.
one alone.
Yep, that'd be a liable.
But I think that was, they know liable to the damn truth that we really tell it, but we just not go tell it.
No,
But I don't think we've really been anywhere where we say, you know something, we just ain't coming back.
most of the time, and people remember us because I know one time I went to a restaurant, you went with me, and the young waiter like, what's the young lady that is normally with you?
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
that's because we treat them right and they treat us
Exactly.
right. And
Exactly.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
Exactly. And it's a good feeling when you go in and you sit down and our drink comes straight to the table.
Yep,
They know my daggone bowl rock coming. They know that Downies is coming.
yep,
You know,
they know.
it's just a good feeling because they know and they remember us because, you know, when you're talking to them with kindness, they come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if, you know, we may have had a waitress with the, but when we done with them, that vibe is totally different.
Yeah.
You ain't coming over here acting like no jackass with us.
No. I gotta give this again. This is a franchise restaurant, but I gotta give this particular server, Alexa, at the Applebee's
Okay.
on Midlothian. I mean, she like you like an uncle to me coming
Yeah.
in. You know,
Yeah.
and
She's consistent.
yeah,
She's always consistent.
she really is. You know, so and I don't mind because I know a situation. She has a young child at home. You know, she puts in a lot of hours. And stuff.
Mhm.
Why you gonna run her to death and then gonna leave $2? Come on now.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
why a lot of restaurants now are starting to put the
Yeah.
tip as a part of the gratuity as a part of the ticket.
Mhm.
You know, so yeah, we do ourselves some injustice, and then we get mad because people categorize us in a certain way, and that's because of our behavior, and especially in business. If you got a business and you coming at me like, you know, I'm looking around and I'm the only one standing there, and you on your phone and you had acknowledgement. Oh no, what you partner? I'm about to go unless I'm real hungry. There's nothing else open. Then you know, and I've seen that.
Yeah.
Or you walk into a business and they talking about everything else except for serving you. You know, Keisha got jumped last night. That so and so, I would have whooped her so and so too.
Mhm.
We don't want to hear all that. We do not want to hear all that when we come to get our food.
Yep.
You know, so, oh man.
You know, our favorite person is gone from out of
Oh yeah.
the place that we said we're not gonna name.
Go on, name.
What is
What is it? You know, I always butcher it.
it? What is it?
Crafty crab. I got it right that time. I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our
Exactly.
favorite person is gone.
Ma. Yeah.
So we don't get the service that we normally get at all. But I have to give my boy at the bar because I sit over somewhere else. But he took care of me on Sunday.
You special.
Took care of me on Sunday. So I was like, all right, I can't complain because, you know, the only reason we was in there because we decorated. But last Sunday was a whole hot mess.
Yeah.
And we was in there because we decorated. We decorated the
Yep.
week before that, right?
You all been on a roll
So,
with those decorations.
Yeah, but the service sucks.
Well,
Hate to say it. They need to get it together.
now the young lady we had yesterday, she was real good.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. She didn't come see you.
And I was right over there with y'all.
Whoops.
But like I said,
Whoops.
my boy that was at the bar, working the bar, made sure my food came out, my fish bowl came out, my stuff came out. He came over and checked on me several times throughout that night,
Okay. Well,
which wasn't his job, which he
No.
wasn't supposed to do, from what I understand. He
that's-
wasn't supposed to leave that bar to go somewhere else.
well, when you look like you, I guess.
No, they ain't got nothing to do with it. He already know the type of service that we require. That we was getting just a couple of weeks ago before this young lady left.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, she would be on it. She can have, be waiting on 30 people.
Yeah.
And she was like, I mean,
On it.
point. Definitely
it.
on point. Anybody ever had that? Y'all want to talk about some experiences y'all had? You can give us a call, 804 767-0491. We're gonna give out your business number too. Make sure you know it. All right, give us a call. We like to hear
Mhm.
some of your experiences with not just restaurants, but businesses, period. Or if you have a business, what is important to you? How do you keep your business thriving? Or maybe you might have a question for AK. She has two businesses that are doing extremely well, and she manages it extremely well. So she might have a question for you. You don't know about your paperwork. You don't know about certain things that you need to do. Now is the time to call us. We love to hear from you. Before I go to the next topic, because the next topic is gonna be a little juicy, y'all. Little juicy. What time is it? It's 20 after the hour. So, any other information, business wise, that you like to perhaps give to our audience?
Just as a Black business owner, just run your business fairly. You run your business with kindness, because we're all in a customer service business,
Right.
and people pay their money for a service. And, even though we have some who pay this much, and we got some who pay this much,
Right.
and this much right here, thinking they're supposed to be eating steak, and they're not. That ain't what you paid for. So, especially in this business that I'm in. But I've been kind of fortunate and to have the folks that come in who understand your money gonna get you this. But once you put that AK twist on things, because at the end of the day, you just want everybody to have a great experience and a great day and have a beautiful event at the end of the day. So just patronize, kindness. You come in, sign a contract with me, you walk out with a gift. That's just what I do.
Right.
So I think every business need to find their niche
Mm-hmm.
and what's working for them. And just basically when people walk into your door, whatever your business is, you have to be kind about it. You have to be. You have to be. Because people don't have to come to you to spend their hard-earned money
Hello.
there.
Let's say that
So-
again. What's going on, Big Will? Big Will says, "What's up, folks?" That man, we just talked about, again, we talked about the Black restaurant experience here in Richmond that's continuing throughout this week,
It's been
and
on
just
for a while.
also just businesses, how you like to be treated, how you want if you're a business owner, how you envision your business. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm seeing too many people that want to get into the entertainment business that don't understand the backside of the business. And it's important for you to understand, especially when you get to mess with these big record labels and stuff like that. A lot of people have this misnomer, especially young guys coming out. They see that all this flash, they see all this money being these big cars and everything. Well, these record labels pay for that, and that comes out of your cut. If you got a hit record or whatever, and you don't understand that $100,000 that they had to rent that helicopter so you look good coming out of it, guess where that money coming from? That's coming out of your proceeds, for doing stuff like that. So understand the business. We had too many Black entertainers rather, that have lost fortunes. We saw Angie Stone just before she passed. What was she talking about? Her royalties. That she wasn't getting her royalties, and that how a lot of companies still owed her money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she said,
Wow.
the amount of money that she's made over the years, she still shouldn't have to be out there on tour, but she was still touring here at 63, 64 years old, not because she necessarily wanted to, because she had to.
Wow.
So again, that was and again, rest in peace, Angie Stone, Roberta Flack. There's been some others. Wiggins with one of the founding members of Tony Tone. Just a number of artists that have passed away within the last month. So again, so you can't take life for granted.
Right.
And I love what June Archer told us the night of the gala. He said, "Make sure you tell somebody that you love them." That's what he kept emphasizing is that hey, sister, I love you. Hey, brother, I love you. So, AK, I love you,
I
man.
love you back.
Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. It's almost time for us to go eat.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You
But I want to talk about this real
want to
quick.
tap on this real
Yeah,
quick?
I got to tap on it. All right. I was listening, because I listen to a lot of different stations and news and stuff. So we have stuff to talk about. Uh, there was a young man. I don't know how old he was, but he was married. They had some other kids, but the last child was 5 years old. He'd been thinking that this child was his for 5 years, and he wanted to do the ancestral. Say that word again, for ancestral. No,
Okay. Ancestry.
and you're right. He wanted to do that test to find out, where his lineage was. So he went, had, I don't know if he had everybody tested, all the kids or whatever. But he found out more, and this is the more show, that after 5 years, that baby was not his. And he did a recording. He said, he told his wife, he said, the children upstairs, I'm not going to go off right now. I'm not going to get loud right now.
Mm.
I'm not going to get violent right now, but I want you to hear me and hear me clearly. He said, I want you and that 5 year old to get the hell out of my house. And so it was a survey. People were saying, should he have put the 5 year old and her mama, his wife, out of the house? So I'm going to hear your opinion.
I don't know. It's not his soul. He's not the father.
Not the father. He said, I love the 5 year old, but you and that 5 year old got to go. That's how he put it.
Like that night, I want you out the house.
Uh,
That day, he said, I want you out the house.
right. Exactly. Get your ditty bag and go. Dang. But primarily, that's what he said. Get your bag.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, he probably had every right. Because my thing is, he didn't even ask for no explanation. He didn't ask who, what, when, where, nothing. And I'm assuming she didn't try to explain anything.
From his tone, he wasn't in that mood to hear anything. He said, it's obvious what happened. So there's really nothing to talk about. Is that you laid down, you opened your legs and gave somebody some and didn't put it on any protection. That's a whole nother story right there by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guys too, if you're going to be out here finagling, you're going to be out here finagling and stuff like that, and women. I want to hear about that stuff about the prophylactic or whatever the prophylactic broke. Man, ooh. And then y'all come up with a mistake line, what y'all call a mistake line. The mistake was, first of all, y'all were dipping and dabbing, and had no
Yeah.
dipping and dabbing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start something real quick.
Well, she got to go. You got to go.
She gotta go. Yeah.
You know, daggone well. Or maybe she didn't know. Or maybe she was hoping that he was the father.
Mm.
Maybe even though she cheated on him and she's still sleeping with her husband. And it's like, well, hell, I don't know.
And see, here we go. You said something very important. You sleeping with your husband, but you let somebody else out here checking your oil without putting
Yeah. So somebody checking the oil as well. And
and they ain't putting no cover on their stick. That's
yeah.
And I know there's this double standard because men do it all the time. We out here, sticking out our stick in people's oil wells, and we ain't covering up. But it's just something about in our mind when somebody else done stuck their stick in our oil well and they put nothing on that stick. It just seems I'm gonna get in trouble with this.
All I know is, girlfriend, you gotta go.
Yeah.
What about that?
What
You
if
gotta go.
What if it was a guy? he came home and y'all married, and he bring home little Becky. He bring home little Becky because he just found out that 5 years ago he was out there slanging, and his little soul just marched a little too far, and now he got him a Becky, a little Becky, and he come home with him because Big Becky has said, "Look, you got to let your family know that this is your baby. Y'all been married about 10 or 15 years. So does he have to go? And does little Becky have to go with him?"
I don't know. I actually don't know what I would do in that situation until I was literally in that situation. I don't know, because now you're talking 15 years of marriage, 15 years of marriage, and 15 years of marriage, and here come a child. I really don't know at that point what I would do. I really don't know.
But
I don't know.
is he gonna come and lay up beside you? That
No, not that No. Your ass will be, you're gonna be on the couch for a few nights until I get this thing thought through.
right.
But
It's some stuff.
that's gonna be a hard pill to swallow right there. I don't know. I don't know what I would do unless I was in that situation at that moment.
Y'all gotta go out and watch Tubi sometimes. Because Tubi have some interesting movies on there. They had some wild last night. I was up till 4 o'clock this morning, binge watching, trying to see the end of this one movie. This girl's she had a college friend,
Mm-hmm.
and in college that last year, there was this dude she was crushing on.
Right.
And so the dude went up to talk to her friend at this bar. So all she walked in there saw her friend and the dude smiling and talking and everything. And so she was really crushed about that. And so she went through this whole thing of over the years, following her friend, trying to find out, she was getting married and engaged. And then she went to the bar where her to be husband was at, out with his brother. They drinking, they tossing back in and stuff like that. One thing led to another, and they end up, doing the do. Well, she from the beginning was out the. It didn't hit him till later on. She videotaped him that night and what they did, and then she showed up at the wedding. And this heifer got up and wanted. This heifer got up and wanted to do a toast and all that to the bride and groom.
Oh
Now
my
she
God.
remember she's friends with the bride.
Right.
And so when the dude saw her at the wedding, you could have sold him for a nickel. He thinking about all he would what he did 3 or 4 nights ago with her.
Right.
And so to speed up the story here, the girl called him and said, "Look, if you don't give me what I want, I am going to show your wife this video here." And so he had to go to the hotel. He had to meet her again, and he had to give her what she wanted.
Oh my God.
It got really, really stupid. So the dude was feeling
He
this.
done.
Yeah,
He done.
he was feeling himself. His brother wanted to intervene. His brother went over there and said, "Look, man, I got you." Because dad always told us to take care of each other. So he went up in the house. She had left. He thought she was gone. He went all up in there. He was looking around and her stuff. She come in there and beat the brakes over him with a bat and drugged him and everything. So the husband, now he comes over there. I know, long story. I promise I won't get to the end. So he come over to her house looking for his brother. He banging on the door. She'll call the police, told her ex-boyfriend out there trying to, trying to physically harm her. He got arrested. So now he has to call his wife to tell his wife to come bail him out. And that's when she find out that he slept with her friend. And he was like, "Baby, come on, you don't understand. Can we go home and talk about it?" She said, She wasn't trying to. It reminds me of
Yeah.
what you just said. She told him, "Look, don't you come upstairs. You take your you keep your little stuff right downstairs."
Exactly.
Oh man, but
Exactly.
yes,
Exactly.
she ended up trying to the enraged college friend ended up trying to kill the wife, and so uh, the brother ended up on a cane walking in and shooting the girl before she shot uh,
Oh
her
wow.
friend, and it was all because she made a mistake.
Oh wow.
The guy, they went back to the beginning. The guy wasn't talking to her. In fact, she said, "Look, he wanted to get with her, but she said, no, my girl got a crush on you. Don't talk to her and whatever." He said, "Oh, okay. I tell you what, I'm not gonna begin with her tonight." So from all those years, she was upset because she thought her friend tried to steal some dude that nothing ever happened.
Right.
I'm like,
That's right.
it is,
That's right.
but people actually go through that, AK.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, man, so
Yeah.
y'all quit tripping out there, talk it out from the beginning.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but anyway, he had sleep downstairs. 'Cause,
Of course. Where's he? See? Oh, where's his ass go sit?
he kept saying, "Can he come home? Can they talk it out?"
Man, go sit your tail.
Yep. Not only did he hit it once, he had to hit it twice.
He ain't no choice.
Yep. Because she was gonna blackmail him. It was. And the girl was so devious, she put a camera in their bedroom. She gave them. Let me tell you something. Somebody give you something about putting it in your room so this will protect y'all and shit.
Don't do it, right?
Don't do it because it's got a camera in there.
Don't do it.
Yep, she watching them and everything. I'm talking about praise the Betsy Bug. So, long story short, be careful what you doing out here because you never know
Right.
who got some hidden agenda
Mm.
and will get you jammed up in some stuff in a heartbeat. Real talk, y'all. So, brothers, if she look good, she coming on to you, and you knew you look like a silverback, don't do it. You ever seen a silverback?
Mm-mm.
You ain't never seen a silverback gorilla? you know you couldn't pull this girl unless you had some money or she was on some other stuff. So that should have been a red flag for him, right? Girl was fine, girl was pretty, and she gonna come up on his self. That's all I'm gonna say, his self. But yeah, it's time to go again.
Oh my God.
Go watch Tubi, man. I normally don't promote stuff, but Tubi is
I'm not gonna be up at 4 o'clock in the morning binge watching movies. That's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I'm supporting our black actresses and actors and stuff like that. Listen, I got to check out what Big Will said before we go.
So if you play, you gonna pay.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Big Will said, "I agree. Trust nobody. Yeah, nobody's nice song. You're right about that. They come playing that violin and
Yeah.
everything is more likely it's gonna be, especially if you married. You know, if you're out here dating, you're single, okay, it might be legit. But if you married, a lot of times somebody looking for something from you. Either they want to mess up what you got,
Mhm.
or they want what you got,
Mhm.
or they,
Mhm.
yeah, it's some hidden agenda with that.
There's a subject I want to talk about, and I know it's going to be like touchy with some people, but it's maybe on our next show or
Okay.
next show after, whatever. Is that, and I think we talked about it a little bit about it, why men stay with these women.
Mm-hmm.
The women and the women is, the wife is not going anywhere, even though the whole house is tore up.
Mm-hmm.
But she don't want it, but she don't want nobody else to have it.
Mm. That's good stuff. That's the name of the show, Nathan. She don't want it, but she don't want nobody else to want it or have it. Okay.
Nobody else to have it. And why men feel like they're obligated to stay and hold on to whatever.
We'll talk about
And I
that.
think we tapped on it a little bit, but I just need to hear from some men
Okay.
that feel like I can't get out of this right now, for whatever the reason may be, and they need to stop using them kids as a why I gotta stay at home.
I'm gonna put a poll out there, so maybe some of
I'm
these guys
curious.
they may not call in or may not want to know that they in a situation like that, But if we do a poll and ask them to, why do men stay in situations where it's over? It's like BB King said, the thrill is gone.
Yeah. You both in the house
Right.
looking crazy. Because I went through that.
Mm-hmm.
In the house looking crazy.
Right.
Somebody gotta go. I won't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I won't go nowhere. But you're not looking crazy. Somebody gotta go.
So next week, tell a friend to tell a friend, we're going to be talking about she don't want you and she don't want nobody else to have you. That's going to be part of our conversation.
And a lot of times with women, that's security. They're not making the money that he is. It's like if I roll out right now, and they may not even want that man, but if they secure because they can't pay the bill, they can't pay this. I'm not able to live on my own. But what type of woman are you really?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to go.
I think and we're going to
Anybody
find
made no
out,
house miserable?
I think we're going to find out that it's going to be not only support, but there's some deeper things too.
Yeah.
That go along with that.
Yeah.
So you all come back next Tuesday.
I just need to hear from some men. I need some man to tell me why in the flim y'all hanging out. Y'all still hanging out. When you know that woman don't really want your ass. But she don't want nobody else to have you either. And then you want to go out here and start cheating. Now what?
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop.
I'm curious because I know people in this situation.
Okay.
I
want to, we want to hear from you all.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody that's in that right now. Next week you can call in and tell us why you decide to stay in a relationship that you're not happy. The person that's in the house is not happy. They jack going on. But and like I said, let's exclude the children because there comes a point in time where the children cannot be that crutch. Because I know I've been through that myself. So you have to, you really have to find some other reason. And there's got to be a deeper reason why you all are still in that situation.
Yeah. And is it really, we can tap on it a little bit more, is it really that the man knows that he's the breadwinner of the house, and if I decide I'm going to roll and she's not going to make it, now I didn't put this woman in a situation that she can't handle? But is that still his responsibility? And I'm coming out of this anyway? Some men still feel obligated to certain things to make sure that other person is okay.
True.
When I came out, I ain't making sure nobody was nothing.
Right.
I asked for my divorce. I ain't making sure nobody nothing. He won't make sure I was nothing. So nothing from nothing leave nothing. So I don't even know if I was right or wrong. But I'm like, bye.
And we're gonna find out that there could have been something, with some situation. Now, this is a true story. This guy, he had a wife. Things weren't going well during the time, and he did something to make her lose the baby. And so he felt guilty and obligated to stay in that relationship because he caused her so much trauma and depression in that situation. Not saying it was right, but that was part of the reason he remained in that situation because of guilt.
I just think I'm just not that woman. I'm not going to be in a house where I'm not comfortable. I'm not going to be in a house where there's not peace. I don't want to be in a house where we're walking past each other and nobody's speaking. Right. I don't want that kind of life. Who wants to constantly live that way?
Right.
And you think that's okay every day you come home. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And I know people are doing that.
Yeah. It goes back to what you said. What kind of woman would want that type of situation, to be in that type of situation? What kind of woman is she? So those are all things that we need to explore. If you're a woman and you're in a situation like that, it's over, but you still hanging in there. Why are you hanging in there?
Why are you hanging in there?
What is the reason?
Because if I know I got to get out of this, and I know he's the breadwinner, but I know I got to get out of this, I'm going to be trying to bust my ass. I don't care how many jobs I got to get to have my own. Right. Just to prove to this Negro right here, you ain't holding me back. You're not holding me back.
Right.
But if you got the mindset is he's been taking care of me this long, and you damn it, you're going to continue to take care of me no matter what. If you're in that mindset, then you keep on. Let me know how that work out for you.
Yep.
Because it's not going to end well.
Nope. Because sooner or later, somebody's going to get this extremely
Mhm.
frustrated, upset,
Mhm.
and the least little thing can trigger somebody.
Yeah.
Now we got a
Yeah.
whole nother
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. I know guys who tell me they don't want to go home. I don't
Yeah.
want to go home.
Yeah.
And these just friends of mine. You know, I don't want to go home. And I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah.
When you don't want to go home.
Your home should be your place of peace,
Yes.
solitude, where you go in there and you know, you've already been out battling the world,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
you can't go into your own home. And guess what? Sooner or later, you're gonna find another home that you're gonna, you know, try to put your shoes up on that bed.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? Don't let a man put his shoes up on your bed.
I don't know.
Because
I heard that.
he may walk out on you. Yeah. No, is it
No,
don't
you
buy a
don't
man?
buy him any shoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he'll walk out on you.
Yeah, especially when you're married to him or whatever. I don't know what I don't came up with these things. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe somebody can tell us about that, you know.
Yeah. I really wish men called in and and I know they probably don't want to air their business, but even if it's not your business and you haven't gone through that, you are a man. Just what is your opinion of that?
Right. We do a lot of barbershop talk. Come on, you counsel some guys, you talk to some guys. Again, it may not be your particular story, but I want to make sure that we start putting out that information early this week so we get some good participation, across the board
Yeah,
participation.
put it out and let's hear
Yeah.
their opinions, and we can talk about some of the opinions that maybe we're hearing.
Yeah.
Would be good because I'm just curious. I know
Oh.
several
Yeah.
guys in this situation.
I got another thing for you. What you can do is you can call 804-767-0491 and you can leave a message.
Mhm.
And you know, we'll either play the message or listen to the message. If you don't want your voice to be heard, just talk about this situation and not necessarily play it. We'll do it either way.
Right.
So we got a number of different ways that we want to talk about this. Because it's a lot of people right now going through these situations more often than not.
Yeah.
And everybody in the house miserable, even the dog miserable. Because he see they sense that.
Right. And
Yeah.
the kids know that
Yeah.
something's going on, whether
Yep.
they're saying anything or not.
Yep.
Oh, they sense all of that.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they do.
Oh yeah, and then the other we got to talk about a little bit too, as we close out that subject. One of the Tubi movies was that the father was dating this 23-year-old. He had a son that was 23-year-old, and that
Wait a minute, start back over.
okay,
The what now?
the father, his name was Reggie. He was the older guy. He was a silver fox, and he was dating this young female influencer who was 23.
Okay.
His son came home from college, who was 23,
Okay.
to find out that dad and mom had divorced. And guess what happened? He started, somebody don't like this word, but he started smashing his dad's girlfriend. And she actually came on to him first. Oh, y'all stay tuned for that one. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit more because that one was wild. It was a wild movie.
There's
And
some crazy
again,
stuff going on.
yep, and a lot of this is true life stuff.
I know.
True life.
I know, folks. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
Because I come and it's so weird how people come in here to rent a venue for me that I don't know.
right.
And I end up listening to their whole life story. I don't know how we start talking about it, but they say I know it's a comfort level when they come in here. And when I tell you, because Lisa said something to me, my girlfriend Lisa said something to me a few days ago. He said, "You ain't never cancel some of these people
Yep.
that walk in here and rent this venue."
Exactly.
Because when I tell you, I know so much of their personal business is unfreaking real, and really don't know how I got sucked into it. I don't know, but it is a comfortable feeling when they come in and we just chit chat like I had known people forever. Don't know nobody. Don't know half the people that rent from me over here. We don't know them, and even when you out there and they're talking to
man.
you, they're talking to you, and I'm thinking half the people. You don't know none of them.
Oh Lord, yep, and you get that whole life.
And you
story.
get the whole life story. So when I tell you, we're talking about real life stuff that we
Yeah.
know that has happened. I just
And we
get
don't
it.
go back and tell anybody either.
Mm-mm.
We might talk about it, but
Right.
you won't hear your business out there.
Right in the street.
Yeah, and that's another topic sometimes too.
We ain't calling no names when these
Yeah.
folks come in here. We're not doing none of that.
None of that.
None of that.
Because people sometimes just need somebody that they feel comfortable
Yeah.
talking with. especially men, because I find a lot of men, they embarrassed about situations, or we got the macho thing going on. We don't want nobody to know that we're going through stuff, so we'll hold it in. And on the moment, sometimes that we're vulnerable, and ladies, don't do this. If a man is open and vulnerable to you, when y'all get in a fight, don't throw that back up.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do that. That's the easiest way to shut a man down, and you could be his lifeline. I'm finding more, especially black brothers now, more and more of our young men, young women are committing suicide, and it's because they feel that there's nobody they can talk to that they can trust. So I'm not trying to end on a down note, but we have to sometimes put some stuff out here that will help somebody. So. Tom, I ain't forgot about you, Tom. If you want to find out more, about the black restaurant experience, and why we have to celebrate that, hit me up. Y'all, we got to get out of here. But you know what? As I always say, whatever comes from the heart reaches the heart. Let somebody know how much you care about them before it's everlasting too late. Okay?
And we'll see you next week on Let's Talk Tuesday. Let's talk about it.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
See you guys later.
The first thing that you need to do is to make sure you get yourself to as safe place as you can. Find yourself a competent attorney who practices in personal injury and will understand some of the things that you're going through. And as I tell people, for 33 years I've been doing this. I've had my own accident. So I would like to be one of those individuals that they would interview so I can at least try to find out how I can best help them myself.